On my way here, because you guys know that I spend time at both the spot that I got downtown and out here. On my way here, I was having a conversation with my wife, right? And as a lot of you guys may know, because I live my life like an open book, I'm very protective of my family. So I try to keep them outside of the limelight or outside of my live streams a lot more than I did previously when I first started really participating on the internet and live streaming and stuff like that. But in a general sense, a lot of you guys may know that I'm going to be celebrating 20 years, 2 decades of being married on June 19th. Now, the whole Juneteenth thing is a completely newer thing. If I'd have known that the Juneteenth thing was coming, I wouldn't have got married on that day. So we was married before this whole Juneteenth thing started getting out and popping off. You know what I'm saying? But in a general sense, um, we are going to be married for 20 years on June 19th this year. All right. So that is next Thursday, I believe. And on next Thursday, I'm going to be shipping out of town for a little bit, but I'm going to still be with y'all. I'm going to still have a lot of content for y'all to consume. But I'm definitely in the mix. And there's very few people that are what I would call a geriatric millennial. So basically, we're on the tail end of millennials. I was born in 1982. I'm 42 years old. I got married when I was 22 years old. And very few people can actually say that they can stand against me when it comes to the results. It's a lot of people that got a lot of talking points. It's a lot of people that cater to what you think you want to hear in order to make themselves feel good. It's a lot of people that tell you a lot of things, but very few people can produce the receipts that we produce over here on the Anton Daniels channel. And that's why you guys rock with me. You rock with me not because I'm just able to communicate my points clearly, or you know I stand on what I stand on, or I hold people accountable, or I'm an equal accountability partner. You guys rock with me because I am a reflection of the thing that I advocate for. Let me say that again. You guys rock with me because I'm a reflection of the thing that I advocate for. So I want y'all to take that into consideration when we have this live stream tonight, because I don't want you to feel some type of way when I get on you. Let me say that again. I don't want you to feel some type of way when I get on you. When I give you this uncomfortable truth, and we're going to break it down into 3 sections today. I want to talk to my black people, the black culture. I want to talk to our women, and I definitely want to address the men. We're going to be equal accountability partners today. And I'm going to use my life, because a lot of people like to criticize the fact that I use my life, and they say, well, Anton, that's anecdotal experience. No, I speak to the majority when I'm addressing the problems, but I refer to my life when I'm trying to give you a solution, because I actually been there. A lot of the things that you think that you're going to go through, I already seen it. And that's why I always say that it takes some time in order for you to be a life coach, because very few people can give you the information and the solution. See, we all talk about the problems. A lot of us are familiar with what the issues are in our society, but very few people can actually lean on their own experience and actually give you some results that's going to allow for you to get what it is that you want in life. And so when we talk about being equal accountability partners, we're talking about it from the lens of somebody that actually can give you a solution. Now, there's going to be people that reject it, and we know why. We know why. Because change is uncomfortable. And in order for you to get what you want, it's going to force you to first look in the mirror before you look out the window. I don't care how many people you blame for your problems. I don't care who it is that you think is the issue. We can address the issues all day long, but at the end of the day, the question that we have to ask ourselves is, what do you want, and are you getting what you want out of society? See, it's a lot of people that lean towards the easy path that they think is going to make them happy, but ultimately it don't. You still got to be you at the end of the day. What do you want? What do you want? What do you want your life to look like? What do you want your wife to be like? What do you want your children to experience when they come into this world? Because a lot of us are having children under duress. What do you want to drive? Where do you want to live? Where do you want to travel? What do you want your experiences to be? And when you answer these questions to yourself, because remember, when you're watching this, understanding that you're watching it by yourself. I know we participate in the chat. Shout out to everybody in the chat. I appreciate y'all. Glow, Kojak, Slimmy, Yakar, Matt, Treese, all of y'all that's rocking with me tonight. But at the end of the day, when this live stream go off, you have to go to sleep by yourself. So before we get into the equal accountability partnerships, ask yourself, what do you want? Because I could sit here and I can complain and we can hold people accountable, but I'm wondering, do you have that same level of accountability for yourself as you have for other people? Because somehow, some way, you always the injured party. You the injured party when it comes to the system. You the injured party when it comes to hoes. You the injured party when it comes to men. You the injured party when it comes to who it is that bust you down and then you had the children with. You the injured party when it comes to you going to family court. You the injured party when it comes to your family. You always the one that's being done wrong. But at no point do we ever hold ourselves accountable and say, you know what, could I have handled it a little bit differently? Did I choose wrong? Was I a part of the toxicity that then caused the demise and the breakdown of my family and my relationship and my marriage and all of this stuff? Is it only them or is it also me? Am I what it is that I'm attracting? Is it the same across the board as far as me holding myself accountable? Should I be holding myself doubly accountable? Should I be getting the beam out of my own eye before I first have a conversation with somebody else about what it is that they did to me? Am I what it is that I'm attracting? Why do I keep having the same type of relationships even though I keep jumping from person to person to person? And that's not central to just the women. That's to both the women and the men. Let me get back to what it is that I was talking about on my way here. On the way here, considering that I will be married for 20 years, and I'm just not married for 20 years, I'm successfully married for 20 years. Life is life and it's thriving, it's going well. Everything is absolutely awesome. Right? And I'm having a conversation and Rita says this to me. Check this out. She says, I think we in a mono-poly relationship. She says, I think we are in a mono-poly relationship. I said, I said, what the heck is a mono-poly relationship? She says, a mono-poly relationship, according to what I was reading online today, is one person only wants that person, and then the other person wants that person plus other people. And I said, okay, so explain to me how we in a mono-poly relationship. She says, I'm in love with you, and I'm in a relationship with you, and I only want to be in a relationship with you, but you in a relationship with both me and all of your people that you got online. I know you thought that that was going somewhere else, but I got a point to make here. She said that I'm in a relationship with you, and I only want to be in a relationship with you. I'm in love with you. She said, but you are in a relationship with me, and then I also got to share you with the rest of the world. And that's the type of relationship that all men should be in. Because we got a purpose. And our purpose is not necessarily the women that we with or the children that we have. They are the beneficiaries of our greatness if you are great.